Wonderful question, Manuel. So I would say, first, I want to say that one of the things that's fascinating about artificial intelligence, at least productizing it, using it, commercializing it, is that it's a really accessible field to enter. So I feel like for anybody who's like worried about their job, like the solution is like get into AI. Because like say, like generative AI, it only existed as a field really for the first time in terms of using it, not developing it, but using it really just came out at the end of 2022. So like say like a lot of fields are gate kept by people who have like 20 years experience, MIT, Harvard, Stanford, when like really like this is like a new playing field. And what's really fascinating is that the whole generative artificial intelligence is based on something called like natural language, which is that it's like as we speak. So instead of like C dot dash slash whatever code, like I'm not a good coder. I've always been envious of people who've been able to have that ability. But actually good coders aren't being great at actually the natural language needed for artificial intelligence because you really like the more like that like chatty person is like suddenly have like a superstar skill. So people who are worried, like really like join, don't fight back, but people should be worried. It's going to replace a lot of jobs. And I think what we're going to find is, so I'm not believing that it's going to replace, it's this symbiotic thing. So like it's still absolutely essential for human beings to be in the loop. And like say like this org chart I told you, it's even like a bit more complicated. So say like a normal org chart is CEO, CMO, COO, CTO. Well, where we're going to change is now you're going to have everybody's going to have a digital twin. So you still need the real employee because, like, say, so now there'll be a digital twin CEO with a CEO, digital twin COO with a COO, digital twin CTO with a CTO, digital twin CMO with a CMO.
Uh,
And your
uh,
digital twin
Bro,
is going to, oh, go
Barrett,
ahead.
I really love the digital twin. How does it work? Can you explain a little bit more?
Okay, so like, do you know how you have like a job role at a business? They'll basically be like tasks for the human and tasks for the digital twin. And it's almost like your
Oh,
left hand and your right hand.
right.
And what you're gonna have, so like say suddenly now, like, okay, so like say like now you have the CEO says we're starting a new social media campaign. It then goes to the CMO and the CMO digital twin and there'll be like some tasks for it. So like, and the way they're divided, it's kind of off of specialty. So like say the CMO real one is going to go, you know what, my belief is let's do this as like, like a Valentine's Day campaign. Now the digital twin will go, that's a great idea. Here are 10 different campaign ideas, right? So then the CMO goes, I like two and I like six. I don't like the rest. Can we go deep dive into those? It will then deep dive into those, create like more materials. It goes, campaign two, it's a winner. Can you flesh it out and make a presentation for us to present together to the CEO and the CEO AI? So then you go and present it, and it's content made by the digital twin of the CMO with the under the oversight of the real CMO, brought to the CEO for permission. Then the CEO go, I like it, I don't like it. Let's see how it says I like it. Here's the all clear. You, the CMO, go, okay, well, let's launch it like this. You can make the strategy together, and then maybe the digital twin will actually release it for you. So like the example is like some things are not good for AI to do. If the task is to pick up and move a cup of coffee, it's not going to be able to do that, right? So basically, but what's interesting is like where many people would expect a human being to be in charge, I actually believe in putting the AI in charge first because the AI is better at knowing it's what well better at planning and knowing where it gets stuck. And also the AI almost does tasks instantly. So what you're going to see is like you're going to get like tasks made for the AI, then the AI is going to like do it in like the length of time it takes to process, but then it's going to get something sent to the human being side of things, like like it needs this permission or to post this or stand up and do a circle. But and these digital twins are agents as well, but they're not agents then that are just subservient to one, the CEO. They're also like there's multiple human beings in the loop with them. Does that make sense?
Yes. I mean, I really love where the world is going to. There is a famous saying that it's either you innovate or you die. So there is a whole future that is centered